Hi there, I'm Tom from Ledgmere, and today I'm going to go over a few buying tips before you go buy a new compact tractor. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always been what you call a tractor freak. In fact, when I was in college, I had a radio show, and my handle was Tractor Tom. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit like. And also, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments, and I'll get back to you. To me, the number one factor when buying a tractor is how's the dealer. I don't care if you buy a red tractor, a green tractor, an orange tractor, a yellow tractor, a purple tractor. In my mind, the most important thing about buying a tractor is how's the dealer. Are they just trying to make a buck and move down the line to get to the next person, or are they going to be there for service after the sale? I chose these Mahindras because I love my dealer. They've actually come and picked up tractors before and brought them back free of charge under warranty. Some dealers will, some dealers won't, but that's just one thing that keeps me coming back, service after the sale. And to me, that's the most important thing. I'd say 95% of the people who come to me and ask me about tractors, they just have a few acres. They've replaced the smaller lawn and garden tractor. They have a few acres to mow. Maybe they want to haul a little bit of wood. They got a couple goats or a sheep, maybe a horse. And they just want to know what kind of tractor to get or how big should they get. And my answer to that is based upon exactly what you want to do with it. Are you just going to mow and till, haul? Are you going to run a hay baler? Are you going to carry round bales? A lot of these things need to be considered before you can even think about buying a tractor. A lot of people will buy a tractor and say that tractor, later on down the road was way too small. I wished I had bought a bigger one. And my advice on that is buy the biggest one that you think you're going to need and maybe a little bit bigger, but don't buy one so big that it's prohibitive in that you can't get it in your garage, it takes up too much space to store it, and that you have a payment so big that now you can't buy any accessories or attachments for it. One of the biggest things people ask is what kind of tires do I get? These are an industrial type tire and they are broad-shouldered. And they look like a tractor tire, but they will distribute the weight over a wider piece of ground, and these are great for industrial, what I would call, loader backhoe construction work. And so I have them on this tractor just because the other type of tires would be too soft or too narrow. And they also have very heavy and thick sidewalls, so when you have a big load on the front, you're not going to squat the tires down too much. There is two drawbacks of this kind of tire, and one of them is that it tends to slip more on snow or soft ground, whereas an agricultural tire will dig in. And the second thing is you don't really get an option for wheel spacing. And if you notice on my other tractor, you can see these carriage bolts down here. These allow me to dish the wheels in or out and then adjust the spacing on the tractor. So I've got this one spread out. Now this one has agricultural tires on it because I use it as a field tractor. But the one thing I will mention about agricultural tires is that these are tubeless tires. So if you have a big load in the bucket and your tires are slack and you crank the wheel over one way or the other, you may take this tire right off the rim. So just be aware that you want to keep these tires fully inflated. They come with two types of transmissions. You can get, this one's a manual shuttle shift. This one's a hydrostatic, and this has a heel to toe. Some are like the John Deere will have a forward and reverse twin pedal. I think the Kubotas are like these and most of the other ones. And in my mind, this hydrostatic is optimum for loader backhoe or just loader work because you're going back and forth so much. Whereas the shuttle shift on this other tractor is great for field operations, which is what I use it for. Most of today's tractors come with a bucket attachment or a front end loader. I wouldn't buy one without a front end loader because the resale value will be a pittance because everyone who is buying a tractor, in my mind, wants a front end loader. This tractor has what I call, or is called in the industry, a skid steer attach. It has these and this carrier here. So all of today's attachments that are skid steer compatible will just fit in here, and then you flip these levers down. It's basically a 3-minute job to change the implements out. Some of the tractors that are out there are proprietary, namely John Deere, and Kubota will charge you extra for that plate. They typically come with a pin-on bucket. This comes standard on this tractor, which is one reason why I bought it. Here you can see I've got the bucket on this tractor. The joystick controls, which is what controls the bucket. This tractor has it back here on the fender, as does the other one. Some have them up here. I just find this more comfortable here, but you will see them in both places and they both do the same thing. All of the little tractors come with a Category 1 3-point hitch. Some will have what they call telescoping 3-point hitch arms, like these. All I do is push this lever down and I can back up and I get a few extra inches of play here. and I like this better than the turnbuckles because it's just a matter of flipping the pins out, and then I can adjust the 3-point hitch from side to side. As you can see on this one right here, it has turnbuckles and pins in it, so it's a little bit more of a nuisance to adjust. And this one has what you call a Pat's quick change on there, and so that's something I added, and so it just makes it easy to put 3-point hitch attachments on. This tractor has a sun canopy on it that I bought aftermarket, as are the lights. I put those on myself. So when you buy the tractor, you want to know up front which accessories can I buy now and which ones can I buy later. The ones that you should get when you buy the tractor are, for example, this hydraulic coupler, because taking it back later will mean another trip back to the dealership, and it may be more expensive in that it's an add-on, whereas if you just bought it initially with the tractor, it might be lesser of a cost. These lights I put on myself. Some dealers, like the Kubota dealer I know, will add those for nothing, but some will charge you, upwards of $150. Toolboxes on these things are notably crap, so I've bought a steel one and put it on here. What's the difference between live power, independent power, and manual PTO or manual clutch for the PTO? This one has an independent PTO, so this right here will run independent of the tractor moving forward or backward. The tractor can still be operated in either direction with the power takeoff going. It doesn't matter if I stop. The power takeoff will keep going until I shut that off. Some of these tractors, like the Kubota I had, once you push the clutch in, everything stops. The tractor stops, and the snowblower would stop turning. So that would lead to the chute being plugged up. So I've moved up to something with an independent PTO. That's not always a game changer, but it's something you should know ahead of time. When it comes to small backhoes, I've had 2 of them. They are marginally useful, but I found that for the price of a backhoe, I can hire somebody with an excavator to come here and do all the work, or I can rent an excavator much cheaper than I can buy a backhoe for. The backhoe for this tractor over here was like $13,000, and I really couldn't justify it. The ones I had before mostly just sat down there on the fence row 9 months of the year, and I put it on a couple months of the year and used it a few times. And you always say you're going to do all these projects, but ultimately you don't use them as much as you want to do. So honestly, in my opinion, I wouldn't buy a backhoe unless you're a contractor or you really think you're going to turn that money around with that tractor, but that's a whole different ball game. But so ultimately, when you want to buy a tractor, my parting thoughts are go make a pros and cons list of what you have to have and what you can do without. Go spec out some tractors that you think you're interested in, go sit on them, ask the dealer if you can drive them around, get into a conversation with the dealer and see if it's somebody that you think you can build a relationship with. I would stay away from a dealer that, is condescending or just acts like you're another customer. So for me, service after the sale is of number 1 importance. Along with that, I would add in serviceability, reliability, the comfort of the tractor, etc. And hopefully this has been helpful to you. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments down below, and I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe and hit like. Thanks.